Okay, I admit it. I'm getting ahead of myself here. The State of the Union address isn't on the air until later on this evening, and here I am, already offended. What offends me and what truly astounds me is the pre statement that our Commander in Chief made public yesterday. He said, and I quote, "I'm perfectly willing to work with Congress, but I'm not going to wait." Does anybody else find that statement to be provocative? Am I the only one who finds this to be an arrogant thumbing of his nose to our legislative process? I know that it was a long time ago, but it seems to me that I remember being taught in civics class that it is the legislative branch, the Senate and the House, that makes the laws. It is the executive branch, the President, that enforces the laws. I've heard it said that Mr. Obama is a constitutional scholar, and I'm sure he knows better than I the job of the executive branch. His actions and his words are quite clear. He doesn't care. He has promised to fundamentally change America. He can get things done quicker by taking on the role of a supreme leader. Our laws, our customs, in his mind, are outdated. He is above those rules. Okay, let's be honest. One must have an inflated ego to even consider running for the office of president. And Obama is indeed eccentric or egocentric. He's narcissistic. And he isn't the first. And he isn't the worst. It may shock you, but I don't think that the mess we're in is his fault. Yes, if we haven't crossed the line of no return, we're getting mighty close to it. But I don't think that's Mr. Obama's fault at all. Simply put, he was elected to the office. This man and his policies are the choice of the majority of the American voters. You, America, seem to think that it's okay for the president to act like a dictator. It is you, America, that listens to his diatribes on class warfare and then spew out your own hate toward the evil 1%ers. Well, let me challenge you. The next time you hear Mr. Obama or one of his comrades talk about this, remove in your mind the word 1%er and substitute it with the word czar. See if the rhetoric doesn't take on a familiar ring. It is you, America, that think it was okay for Mr. Obama to skirt the legislative process and to shove his Affordable Care Act down our throats. It was okay with you that your hero take a medical system that is the envy, or was the envy, of the whole world and gut it and turn it on its head. What could go wrong? It was you who accepted the words of one of his chief flunkies that we have to pass the bill before we can tell you what is in it. It is you, America, that takes it on faith that this new system will work out even better than the old one. It is you who assumes that your leader cares that it works. And it is you who ignore the facts. If they can't get a website to work, if they didn't care enough to make that website work without multiple major glitches, without security problems, what makes you think that their system itself, the medical system, is thought through any better than that? Frankly, America, I don't think you were concerned about any of these things, and you aren't concerned now. Why, these are smart people that we've elected. America, you just want to feel good about it. You just want to be sure that everybody has what they want. Why not? We have so much. Why not share it? You fail to consider even now. If in the past people without insurance just went to hospitals, emergency rooms to get their care, why would they bother to spend any money on insurance now? Think about it. What would prompt them to do so? You have so much, America, but you fail to appreciate how you got it. You think it's just due to you. You forget that just a couple of generations ago, health care was a country doctor who would prescribe a shot of whiskey for the pain. Health insurance was non-existent. Now you take it all for granted. You forget that just a couple of generations ago, we didn't even have indoor plumbing. Now it's common to have a home with 2.5 baths. You take it for granted. You feel good about that. You feel entitled. Just a couple of generations ago, it would take months to travel from coast to coast, either by wagon or ship. Today, you fly from coast to coast in a few hours, and you look down out the window on flyover country. You take this for granted. You feel good about this. You feel entitled. Just a couple generations ago, immigrants arrived, and they had to find a way to make it. My ancestors were among them. They didn't get free health care. They didn't get free housing. They didn't get free anything. They had to find a way to make it. They had to figure it out. Today, we make people who dream of being Americans wait for years and pay huge sums to legally immigrate, while we are just about to snap our fingers and make citizens of those who sneak into our country illegally. Oh, we want to feel good. The thought police even want to take the word illegal out of it. Well, let's call them undocumented. Yeah, that'll make us feel good. How about this? We have unemployment problems. But those jobs the undocumented take, they don't pay enough to make it worth the while of an actual American to work. Okay. Why hasn't anybody suggested that instead of giving aid to undocumented, why don't we subsidize those jobs that they're taking to make the pay equitable and send those undocumented back home? I'm just asking. Maybe they can find a job back in their own country. Maybe they can take the initiative to change their government, their way of life, to make it better there, to make it more like America there. Maybe we can help them. Okay, that's enough. I'm getting off track here. Let's go ahead, pop a bag of popcorn, and sit on the couch. Go watch tonight's State of the Union address. I don't think you're going to hear anything like what you just heard from me. No. You're just going to hear the things that he wants you to hear. You're just going to hear the things that are designed to make you feel good. And tomorrow, you're probably going to buy every word of propaganda that the celebrity press corps feeds you. Because, you see, it's going to make you feel good.